got Makhachev sloppy seconds. Not directly afterwards. Well, yes, in the Volk case, actually. But you know what I mean? Makhachev's taking their streaks in the first place. And Ilya's getting 2 months later Volk after getting KO'd fighting at featherweight. Holloway moving back down to lightweight. Or to featherweight after 3 losses to Volk. If Ilya would have beaten Holloway, who was the man, and taken the belt off Volk, who was the reigning featherweight champ, before he moved up to fight Makhachev, and then beat Oliveira for the super fight, belt on belt, it would have been a different situation. But Makhachev's beaten them when they're the guy, when they're the best. And now he's beaten JDM. Added the double weight world champion to his resume. Two weight world champion. He's the man. He's the man. There's not many like crazy punch highlights, but this is a highlight picture, I guess. But he grappled, and he got some takedowns, and JDM tried to take him down at one point and nearly got it, actually, but then got sprawled, and Makhachev ended up in a good position, and he landed just over a significant strike per minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That times 3 per significant strike. It's tough, man. No submission attempts, really. He had this headlock position to sort of manipulate JDM. He made him worry about like a potential submission attempt that was never in, just to make him fight hands and not post up. And then when he would post up, he would get wrist control. Made Chimaev look really fun. Made Shevchenko look fun. But he's the GOAT, man. I don't like it. I don't like when guys fight like that. But you can't deny the ability that it takes to do that. And I get there's a fan base for this. They're feral. They're the worst part of the fan base. You can't be another fighter without one of their gifs in the comments. They're the new McGregor fans. They're the bitch-ass McGregor fans of old. That's who they are now in the sport. They're the worst ever. Most of them aren't even Dagestani either. Like, Makhachev's not them. Like, they act like it's them being represented, but it's not. They're like Saudi or Pakistani or something. They just believe the same thing, but they're feral guys. And I do want them to taste defeat. And I want it to happen. I won't hide that. I do want them to taste that defeat. And I know the DMs I get when I insult McGregor compared to when I insult Colby compared to when I insult some other fighter on the roster, Adesanya, John Jones. I know the DMs I get. And I know the DMs I get from his lot, his fan base. And it's disgusting. And I want them to suffer for it by one of their guys losing. That's my bias. That's the one I have in the sport, is that these guys have like these weird freak inbred fans that are disgusting the way they talk. And I'm bad with this as well. I get it by calling them inbred, but they threaten in a very crazy way. And they're worrying people, and, you know, they just jumped Dylan Dennis, but that's difference in culture. And the grappling from Makhachev is good, man. He's got good grappling, and I thought JDM would have better scrambles, but he didn't. And he got taken down a bunch. And there was no failed. It wasn't like he stuffed a lot. And Makhachev failed a bunch against Poirier. Failed a bunch against Volk. Failed a bunch against, name the opponent. He failed him. But this one was perfect. Anything he got, he kept it for the rest of the round. And JDM, who has had good scrambles before and has had good takedown defense before, just couldn't do anything. It was maybe like everything went wrong for him. The way he was grimacing so early on bottom position made me think maybe something happened to him. I don't know. Maybe the grip of the body lock just broke a rib of his or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, the way he was fighting. But that was in the fight. I reckon that happened in the fight. So it's not like he went in injured. I just think that at some point, while cramped up in that way, something bad happened to him, you know. He did get back up in moments, but it was at the end of the rounds. Until then, we just didn't really see anything. So Makhachev wins. His disgusting, filthy, cunt fan base are winning again. That hurts me. But there's another side of his fan base that are just people that like Makhachev that I understand as well. But there is the filth of the community that I do want to suffer defeat. And I won't hide that bias when I do these fight companions and stuff. I really hate them. I don't like them. I think they're disgusting people. I know what they message me. It is what it is, man. They're very creepy. Very creepy, sadistic, evil people. There's insults, there's words, but then there's different ways of doing things. And he holds that fan base, and that's what he holds. And I'd maybe take it out on them because of it. But in my opinion, this fight was boring. And that needs to be said as well. Very boring fight. Very shit fight to watch. Same with Chimaev versus DDP. Impressive. You can understand the impressiveness of it. But when I see a takedown in round 3 and I think this will be it for 3 minutes, we're going to be in half guard for 3 minutes. There's no fun. There's no, oh, watch out. There's none of that. There's just... we're going to be here and maybe he'll give us 3 significant strikes at the end of this round. In round 5, he landed 0 significant strikes. 0. I get JDM should have been working up. It's hard to when there's no proper jump for anything like a mount or a back take other than once. And there's no posture to land big shots. It's very hard to do, and that's a meta